So I wanted to do a second interview to kind of let you know that I've actually quit camming. I'm Katie, I'm 19 and I'm from just outside London. I am a sex worker, which basically just means I either like go on webcam or I do like photo sets and videos like customised to like people's requests or what they want. I'll either find clients like privately myself, or I'm also like a member of some websites where it's like they have a member base already, so there's already a lot of people there and then they just like come to me and they're like, hi, I want you to do this, and that's what I do. It's pretty much just like something for everyone in here. So yeah, it's basically just like different like outfits and some like toys and stuff. So like a lot of people are into latex stuff, so I got like a latex dress. There's like a bunch of schoolgirl stuff, which is incredibly popular. I don't really know how I feel about that, but you know. And then like corset, that is a vampire cape for when I did a Halloween set. Then like a Christmas one, and then so those are pretty much like the outfits. And then in terms of toys, there's some more like normal stuff, I guess, which is like what is pretty much expected for people to have. So it's like vibrators and stuff. So there's like that one, which is pretty popular. Oh, and then this one's like everyone's favourite. It's the hyper-realistic penis. Yeah, that's pretty popular because people are like, I think they can like project themselves onto it and like imagine it's them, so that's always a winner. And then there's more like intense stuff, I guess, so like some riding crop, handcuffs, nipple clamps. The average I'd say I probably would make if I stayed on, which I usually do for about like at least like 4 or 5 hours like per night that I do it, I'd usually make it like at least £100 in a night. I've made like £600 in a night before, and I've made like £2.50 in a night before, so it's really depends on the day. So I said, do you mind if I ask how you fund your spending on the site? He said, through extra cash I have where I'm divorced. I don't know what to say to that. I don't feel ashamed of camming at all. I think it's like, I mean, I might feel ashamed if like my mum came across me one day and was like, hey, what are you doing? But I think the way I see it, it's like, you know, it's my body and I feel like I should have the right to do what I want with my body. Like, you know, a lot of people say it's like, it's greedy or like objectifying to kind of make money off like women when, you know, women have been fighting really hard to not be objectified a lot. But I feel like what I do and what all the other like women who do what I do is more about kind of taking back that like sexuality and like really embracing it. Get your tits out, there we go, that's the first one of the night. Do you shave your minge? Like I say, make an account, go in private, you can find out. Do you want me to go on my cam? You can do if you want. It hasn't really affected relationships around me. I had a boyfriend when I was doing it about like half a year ago, and he was like kind of really into it, so he would like encourage me to do it. He liked the fact that I was like making my own money in my own way, and he also liked the idea that like, you know, people could like look at me but they couldn't like have me, they couldn't like actually touch me or anything like that because I never brought anything like into the real world. And then all of like my friendships have like, all my friends have been really supportive when they've like found out what I've done.
I am Katie's soon-to-be roommate and I'm also her friend. I've known about her camming for a while now. I did a sex documentary and I was like, she's so confident about this whole entire scene where she just basically made out with a guy for about 3 hours straight. And so I was like, how do you have this much confidence? And she told me then. I think it's one of those types of industries that it can go really well and can be a great healthy kind of industry, or it can be completely toxic. I don't think I would ever do it myself, more because, meanwhile, Katie said she fakes the confidence. She has more confidence with her body than I do. I'm not very conventional in like sizing wise, so I'm not like a thin stick, and I'm not one of those people who hasn't been criticized at some point by some male member of their family because of the way they are. And the thing is, I just imagine that criticism every time that I do it, and I just couldn't do it because I just wouldn't want people looking at me and judging me just for my body.
I tried having a regular job, but just because of I was still in college, so I was studying, and I had mental health reasons as to why the job that I had wasn't working out for me. So it was kind of I found a way of making some extra money that I could work on in my own time, and just worked best for me. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say this job has caused issues with my mental health. It's you do definitely have to have a thick skin. So if you have sort of confidence issues and issues with your body, which I definitely do have, it can be really hard on people. But for me, it's sort of almost made me more confident, because 90% of the time, you definitely get people who are oh, you're really ugly, or you have a really bad body or whatever. But 90% of the time, it pretty much just is people showering you with compliments and literally paying to see you naked. So it's kind of somebody must like how I look. And for me, it's also sort of putting on a persona in a way. So there's me, who I am, who's kind of insecure and not very confident at all. And then it's when I'm doing what I do, it's sort of I'm this different person who's really confident and is really sexy, and everyone thinks I'm great. Some people wanted me to dress up as a child, and I was I'm really not comfortable with that. Oh yeah, somebody wanted I posted just a story on Instagram of me just playing with my dog, and somebody was oh, can you do me a custom photo set with your dog? And I was what you mean, in doing things with my dog? And they were yeah, and I was no. That really freaked me out. That was horrible, but that's probably the worst one. It's it's not something I see myself doing as a career. It's I don't. A lot of people do it to kind of become a porn star, or work in the industry for a long period of time. For me, it's literally just something where I'm it's helping me pay for living and food and stuff, and getting through uni. It's always something I put behind my normal life, which is uni and my friends, my family and stuff like that. So I wanted to do a second interview to kind of let you know that I've actually quit camming. Basically, I quit because I'd always said from the start, from when I started, if it kind of affected anybody that I cared about, I would stop doing it. And I met somebody not long ago, and we've ended up being in a relationship now, and he knew about it pretty much as soon as we met. And he kind of said at the time, he was but I'm not going to say anything about it other than I don't really want to know about it. As it progressed, it was sort of I could tell that he just really wasn't comfortable and happy with it. So I just said to him I'm going to quit. I made that decision myself. Obviously I'll miss how kind of easy it is just to make the quick cash, I guess. And it's I'm looking at getting other jobs and stuff, and it's already just kind of oh god, that seems so difficult compared to what I used to do. I'd say if you want to try camming, you just have to be aware of what people are gonna expect from you. But if you're comfortable with that, at the end of the day, I would say just if you want to do it, then do it. I feel it's your own choice, and if you're worried about what people are gonna think, then they can think whatever they want, and you'll have a bunch of money. So.